Good morning to you. It's me, Andy, and Talkin Really. And today I want to talk about my visit to the bank. I go to this bank quite often. It's something that I use for my business, paying all my cash and my cheques. And I've been doing that for 10 years plus nationwide. I went to Salisbury on Wednesday to see about my car, and while I was there, I thought I'd go in there and pay in one cheque, just one. And what I normally do is I either pay it in the till if it's free, or you can use the cashpoint. I prefer not to because it's a lot easier to use the till. Thanks. Green. There's like a Mao thing, old George Mao. Exit only.
Yeah, do you want to come in that way? It's normally the exit, but I think it's all right.
Near the edge, yeah. Near the edge, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. Cheers. Behind me. Exit only. So I went to the till. There was no queue, and there was 3 tills, one lady on the till, no queue. So I went up to the till, handed over my cheque, and she said, "What are you paying this into?" And I handed my cash card. Hello.
What can we do for you?
I want to pay that in, please.
Is it onto a card or a reverse?
Yeah, card.
And you're not able to do it at the machine?
Can do, but I come here because it's quicker, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just that we're not doing card transactions at the counter if it can be done at the machine. So do you want me to come and help you at the machine?
No.
You sure?
No. It's fine.
I'm more than happy
You want to do it here, but you don't want to do it here. Well, it seems that I'm here.
We're not meant to be doing card transactions, so it's literally just there. I can come round and do it for you. Do you want me to come and do it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
And she said, "Oh, sorry, I can't do that. We're encouraging you to use the cash machine. Pay it in there." Well, my blood started to boil. So reluctantly, I paid it in on the cash point, and I thought, no, I'm gonna make a complaint. Is there somebody in charge I could have a little word with, please?
Yeah.
Somebody like a manager or somebody?
Okay, can I ask what it is with regards to
Complaint.
the complaint? Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. And can I take your name, please?
Andrew Wright.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks. going to make a complaint because it's just not on the attitude. Hello.
Do you want to come with Wright?
Yeah, sure.
Come follow me out.
All right, thank you.
Just in the office.
Yeah.
Come with Wright. Come on in.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Around.
come around that.
We'll leave that one up.
Yeah, I'll just come around there, sorry. Just there.
Right.
Um,
So tell me what's...
I need to make observations because, you know, I know you have your procedures and all of that.
Okay.
It's like just jobs worth, really, to be honest with you. I've just come in today. I've got an account for many years.
Yeah.
I'm paying a check, one check. No
Yeah.
queue at the till.
Yeah.
So go to the lady at the till.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it here. You've got to do it on the machine. Right. Well, since when? You know,
Yeah.
one check, one card.
Yeah.
How would he hand it over? No, you've got to do it on the machine. Do you want me to come and show you?
Yeah.
It's like, well, if she's going to show me how to do it on the machine,
Yeah.
she could have done it straight away on her till.
Okay.
I don't see the logic behind all of this. It's really weird how we have these procedures that are not really unnecessary, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Been banking for many years, paying in checks, many
Yep.
many cash. And I don't understand why suddenly today there's a problem and I have to go and use a machine. I didn't choose to use a machine because the till was free.
Yeah.
If the till was busy, I would have gone and used the machine.
Okay.
So I don't see the difference between the till and the machine.
Okay.
Except the machine, I've got to do it myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just wanted to make that observation. I'm really, really upset about that.
Okay.
It was like just an added step.
Yeah. So
No.
I'm sorry you feel that way. What should have been explained to you is when we first went into lockdown back in COVID, when it all first started, there was a lot of the time where if you were able to self-serve and you had a card, we were obviously limiting transactions, making sure that there was minimal contact. So if you were able to self-serve,
Yeah.
then we encourage self-serve because it minimised the contact, obviously, due to the situation we were in.
Right.
We have carried on that, so it's one of those ones where, yes, we encourage self-service. So if it is a card-based account, and you've got an option of self-serve, we will encourage you to do that because we have a lot of members who can't because they've got passbooks, for example.
Yes, that's
So
fair
we
enough.
will prioritise, so when it comes to the counter, because those people with passbooks don't have any other option,
Yeah.
then we encourage the people that have got an option to be able to self-serve.
Right.
So it's all about educating and talking to our members and explaining the benefits of self-service. So there could be a case of, well, like you said, if it's really busy and you walk in and there's a massive queue, then if we haven't taken that time initially to say to you, this is how you pay in at the ATM, then you'll just automatically assume that you have to go to the counter every time. So for me, my team need to be able to talk to members and talk about how you can self-serve. So potentially, later it might even save you like half an hour waiting in a queue because you've got that facility in order to do that. So I'm sorry if that didn't come across brilliantly.
There's a few things there. First of all, there was nobody at the till. All right, she was on her own. There was nobody serving.
Yeah.
There was no queue. I strolled up, handed over. No, you can't do it here.
Okay.
There was nothing about any of that.
Okay.
And I appreciate, but we are talking about now 18 months worth of this rubbish going on.
Yeah.
I don't normally bank in Salisbury. I'm banking in Trowbridge.
Okay.
Never had this issue before. There's nothing about using machines. I can go to the till,
Yeah.
pay there. This is the first branch I've been in where they've insisted they cannot serve me at the till. The only branch.
Yeah. So with our branch, which is probably different to Trowbridge, I believe Trowbridge is a very small branch.
And they've got probably the same number of tills as you've got. They've got 3.
Yeah. Do they have any self-service facilities?
They have 2 cash machines. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of which is the same as yours.
Oh, okay. That's
You've got
interesting,
2 machines.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You've got 2. They've got 1, and they've got 1
Oh,
outside.
they've got one. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And
what
they've got
we-
3 tills.
Okay. So understand.
Yeah. And
we
I've been banking there
Okay.
ever since.
So we encourage our members to self-serve. So it's down to, I give my team the message that we need to teach our members how to self-serve.
Right. Well, I know how to self-serve. I chose to go to the till
Yeah.
because I've done it before. If I wanted to, if there was a queue, as I said, if there was a queue, I wouldn't have done it. I would have gone to the machine
Okay.
or not bothered. But the point is, the option was not given.
Okay.
I mean, there was nobody else there. Would have. It's taken me more time to make a complaint than her. She put it in the till, done the receipt, and I would have been gone, and there would have been no complaint. I've actually wasted my time making this observation, this complaint, because I'm very, very annoyed about it. You know.
And what account do you hold with us?
I got a cash card, whatever they call it, and I've also got a credit card and a savings
I need
ISA.
to, in order for me to log a complaint
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you,
yeah,
I need
that's
to know
fine.
your account details.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
it's that one.
Yeah. I just think I need to highlight this thing when it comes up because there's too much of this going on. It's like, oh, we do it this way because of that. Why?
That's, to be
When,
honest,
when it's been like that since I've opened the account, you know?
So with Nationwide, and a lot of so with this branch in particular, we do a lot of pilots which you won't be aware of. So we do a lot of pilots which head office then decide we're going to try this.
Yeah.
And we're normally a branch that trials it, A, because we're
Right.
a large location, because we're a big branch,
Yeah,
but
city.
also we have all the facilities and to enable people to self-serve.
Right.
So a lot of the time, so for example, again, this doesn't necessarily apply to you because the account you've got, but we offer a self-service current account, so called a Flex Direct account. So with that one, if any member comes into this branch and asks to do something, we have to direct them to self-service.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
fair enough.
potentially in, say, Trowbridge, for example, they won't be part of that. So they will still carry on and do transactions. So there's
Yeah.
always going to be a little bit of a mixed message. So with us, for example, we are part of a migration pilot as well. So what that means is we are monitored on how many transactions, card transactions, are done through our counters. So we have to encourage our members that walk through the door in Salisbury to self-serve. So I appreciate that conversation wasn't had with you, and you were just told no.
Do you get the irony of her saying to me, I'll come and show you how to use it, when she's got to come out, round, show me how to
That's
use
her
it,
job.
put the check in the thing, machine,
That's her job.
and she's not serving at the till.
Yes. So that's
So,
her
you know-
role. So her role is to help educate, for example. So her role is to educate you. So if you turn around and said, I don't know how to do that, so her interaction is still being face to face and still being with you, but her is to teach you how to self-serve. So our roles in the branch is everyone is exactly the same level. We've got no like hierarchy or anything like that. Everyone are member representatives, and they're here to help educate our members and teach members how to do things through via self-service. So that's why she turned around and said to you, I will show you how to do it, because we encourage that. We ask them to talk to our members and to educate
I
them on how to
appreciate
do
that.
that.
I appreciate
So
that.
I
Understand
take
that.
it on board that obviously there wasn't a conversation that was had in the level of detail that I've just given you. But yeah, if you do come into Salisbury branch frequently, or if you do
Not
decide
very
to
often.
come back, then you will be encouraged to do self-service. But I can log your complaint, I can log your feedback.
Please
I can
do,
teach you
because
through
it is
that.
feedback, and also you're assuming that I'm able to use the machine physically,
Yeah.
and she was assuming that I could use it just because she told me how to use it doesn't mean I can actually physically do it. This is the other point I was trying to make, that there are people like me who are physically looking as if we can cope with it, but we can't.
Okay.
And while I can, and I'm not going to admit that I didn't do it just now because I did, because I had to pay it in. But the point is, I would prefer not to do it myself and get somebody else to do it, i.e. the till.
Okay.
So that's the other thing I wanted to say about, there are people who cannot physically use the machine. So I don't know if I got any sort of reaction to that, but when I got home, the email that he sent me about my complaint said, "We're very glad that you have accepted the resolution." And I thought, what resolution? I didn't make any. There was no agreement. We agreed to disagree. And I probably won't bank in Salisbury ever again. Thing is that when I go to Trowbridge now, if they do the same thing there, I'm going to be in trouble, because if I get my usual number of cheques, I can get, on a really good day, I could probably get about 50 cheques given me for the term. So it's quite a lot of cheques that, because my clients are elderly, they don't do online banking, they don't do cashpoint, cash card, me like that. They don't do credit cards. They do cash, or they do cheques. So I'm not going to refuse payment, especially when they have no other way of paying for their sessions. So over the years, on average, probably 50 plus per term, which is really good. However, they do take a long time to pay in on the machine, but I'd rather not do it myself. Anyway, so I just thought I'd share that. If you're considering nationwide, you may want to be aware that they are quite annoying. Have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.